Good morning, you little hoodlums. This is Delilah.
And this is Amber.
This is TMF News, where the news is fun and the fun is news.
And first up, a message from the Word.
Hi, this is Regina and Donovan. We're going to talk about PTSD.
PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. It's caused by a traumatic event such as war, abuse, or sexual assault.
Some of the symptoms include
Flashbacks,
emotional numbness.
nightmares of the event,
Treatment for PTSD includes
therapy,
medication.
cognitive behavioral therapy.
If you know or think someone is struggling with PTSD,
Talk to them and support them.
and that will be all about PTSD.
Hello, my name is Shannon. On Monday, we observed Martin Luther King Day. If you don't already know much about Martin Luther King, you'll find out many things about him today. Martin Luther King Jr. was born on January 15th, 1929. He was born Michael Luther King Jr., but later had his name changed to Martin. Martin graduated from high school at the age of 15. In Boston, Martin met and married Coretta Scott, a young woman of uncommon intellectual and artistic attainments. Later, in 1954, he became pastor of the Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama. 3 years later, in 1957, he was elected president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, an organization formed to provide new leadership for the now burgeoning civil rights movement. From 1957 through 1968, King traveled over 6 million miles and spoke over 2,500 times, appearing wherever there was injustice, protest, and action. King was arrested upwards of 20 times and assaulted at least 4 times. He was awarded 5 honorary degrees, and at the age of 35 was the youngest man to have received the Nobel Peace Prize. On the evening of April 4th, 1968, while standing on the balcony of his hotel room in Memphis, Tennessee, where he was to lead a protest march in sympathy with striking garbage workers of that city, he was assassinated. Let's take a moment to remember Martin Luther King Jr. for the guy that he was, for the things that he did.
Thanks, Shannon. Now here's Najee with a piece of I Have a Dream.
Let us not wallow in the valley of despair, I say to you today, my friends. And so even though we face the difficulty of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equally. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, the sons of former slaves and sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and every hill and mountain shall be made low. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight. And the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. This is our hope, and this is the faith that I go back to the South with. With this faith, we will be able to hew out the mountains of despair and a stone of hope. With this faith, we will be able to transform the juggling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood. With this faith, we will be able to work together, to pray together, to struggle together, to go to jail together, to stand up for freedom together, knowing that we will be free one day. And this will be the day when all of God's children will be able to sing with new meaning. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside let freedom ring. And if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. Let freedom ring from the mighty mountains of New York. Let freedom ring from the Stone Mountain of Georgia. Let freedom ring from Lookout Mountain of Tennessee. Let freedom ring from every hill and molehill of Mississippi. From every mountainside, let freedom ring. And when this happens, when we allow freedom ring, we will let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city. We will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the Negro spiritual. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're all free at last.
Thanks, Najee.
Yeah, thanks. I think sometimes we all really forget what Martin Luther King Jr. has done for us, and it's good to be reminded. And first up, we have Travis.
With the top 10 winter weekend activities.
I'm Travis with your top 10 winter weekend activities. First, I would like to start with number 10, sledding. Who doesn't like to fly down a really snowy hill? Then, we have number 9, broomball. Number 8, ice skating. Next is number 7 with ice fishing. Let's cut a hole in ice and sit on a bucket for hours. Then, I have number 6 with snowshoeing. Number 5, let's build a snowman. Number 4, let's go skiing. Then I have number 2 with football in the snow. Who doesn't like to do that? Finally is number 1, snowball fighting. Let's go squash some snow in our hands and throw it at someone because it's the wildest time you'll ever have. There's your top 10 winter weekend activities.
Thanks, Travis. Really want to go sledding now, right, Amber?
Let's go.
Let's go. Yep. Now here's Ziggy with our editorial.
You know what really grinds my gears? Well, you probably don't want to know, but I'm going to sit here and waste your time telling you anyway. What really grinds my gears is when people ask me for money, but at the same time, they can afford to go out and buy cigarettes and go eat fast food. It's like, alright, if I'm paying for your mom's present, I don't want to see you running around with my money smoking. That's ridiculous. So do not come up to me and do not ask me for money telling me it's for one thing when you have habits to support, because that's my biggest pet peeve. Now, more and more, with this past holiday season, I see people coming up to me asking me for stuff, and ooh, I get mad, and I tend to go off. So if you want to borrow money from somebody, maybe you should quit smoking, maybe you should give up drinking, maybe you should lay off the pot just a little bit so you can afford exactly what it is that you want. Just saying.
Thanks, Ziggy. What grinds your gears, Delilah?
You, Amber, because you
Well.
always want my money.
Well then.
Well then, here's Jamie
with the weather.
Today we're going to get a high of 14 degrees, which is a really nice break from the chilly weather we've been having the past few days. Even though we haven't had as much snow as we do in the past years, the freezing temperatures will not let us forget about the typical Minnesota winters. Don't forget to bundle up, wear coats, gloves, scarves, keep an eye on the weather, and remember to keep warm.
Thanks, Jamie.
Don't forget to bundle up or you'll get a cold.
And here's Dan with the what if.
What if someone walked up to you and asked you why do you have tattoos? Well, the answer to that is different for every person. Some people get tattoos for no reason, and some people get tattoos for the good reasons. If you get a dumb tattoo, you better be ready to be asked some dumb questions and why you got such a dumb tattoo. If you plan on getting a tattoo, don't get something just to have a tattoo and to fit in. Get a tattoo that has meaning or even a story behind why you got that tattoo. Some people see tattoos and think, oh, that person's a criminal, thug, uneducated, and immature. What that person doesn't know is that that person could use art to express themselves. People get tattoos for many other reasons, such as honoring a loved one or even just for the love of art. So don't be so quick to judge someone who has tattoos.
That was Dan. Delilah, do you have any tattoos?
I have 4, Amber, do you?
No, because I'm a chicken.
Now here's Maria with, what does she have?
Harmony happening.
The Harmony Happenings.
My name is Maria, and this week's Harmony Happenings includes many things. This week, the service learning classes met with Chef Austin for fresh lunch ideas and put together new menus. This class in particular is working on making healthy, affordable, tasty lunches for schools. Also, we have been working on a mural inside the school. The mural ideas, color scheme, and placement inside the school all came from students at Harmony. On February 1st, we plan on having a multicultural feast. We are going to have food, stories, music, and music. from many different cultures. If you have a recipe, a story, or some music you would like to share, see Miss Edmondson in room 208. There are a lot of exciting things to look forward to. Thanks for participating. I'm Maria, and that's this week's Harmony Happenings.
Thanks, Maria.
Be sure to tune in with all our Harmony happenings here at Harmony.
Thanks for watching the TMF News, where the news is fun and the fun is news. Thank you, Delilah, for being my partner.
And thank you, Amber, for sitting here. See you next time here on TMF.